The opener, Rigon trying to get shots off already with the CTs getting aggressive toward the long A position. Not often you see that, but pistol round to go straight up mid. So this will be a wrap. None of the prongs to the B side of the map, and with 2 at A, this actually may not be as easy as they think in terms of getting a passage toward that side, as GXX will take out Zipix. Rigon's already turned around. Good shot from Glaive. That'll make the opening a little bit easier as he runs and gets the drive-by onto one flat true as well. But now, GXX still holds, and is the ball going to go back through Donut and back to B? I think it might have to.
Yeah, well, now we're in a bit of a rock and a hard place here. Glaive has given himself a winnable situation, something they can salvage. You're right with that call. The fact that they saw that A main contact, they figure, hey, we can split. There shouldn't be so many bodies on the site, but the Eagles were prepared for this. And so was Scenarii on the side, ready to deal with Glaive here in the steps, calling the rotation to GXX and back turn. Glaive should go down and will. A little bit wobbly there for a moment, but Scenarii will finish it off. And that's a great start for the Eagles here.
Oh, yeah. This is easy. They turned around. He couldn't go quite as disciplined as he wanted, but he's picked up an AK for the price of an MP9. And John Fletcher's going to actually find another one with the SMG. Synopsys still holding back toward boxes, and Astralis looking a little flat so far. You're absolutely right. Timid in the first round. And now, this one, very slow to get toward the site. 27 seconds when they try and do so. Only the man advantage, mind you, for B&E. So if they're fast enough, they can isolate, but this is the problem. Synopsys on the flank, and Blamef goes down. Bomb gets planted, but this is a large ask right now for Farley and Zipix. And Farley, he's going to go down immediately, trying to take that first fight, knowing where the player that took his teammate was. Zipix in the corner, starts and fades. He goes back toward Cave, but the peak comes out, and he drops. It's 3-0.
Great push over towards that A main position, right? It caught them an awful lot here, so
gotta love water in spawn. Rigon, though, forward of this. Oh, he sees them already through the wooden board, but it's flashes that go back in his direction. It gets caught out. Farley's gonna find Synopsy as well. So they go 1 for 1 on this site so far. That's the best entry they've had yet, and they're trying to plant this bomb. Back exposed to keep the head down, but the nade through did do a bit of damage onto Zipix. They didn't elect to push behind it, so have to concede this plant. 3 with kits, a flash, a smoke, and an incendiary. The 2 former of those bits of utility are on the AWP player, GXX, who's now been tagged and significantly damaged, but Scenarii's going to come back out and take Farley out of the picture. Well, Flatcher wants to get wide of this. He can hold this off as they go for the defuse already. And in fact, they're just going to get it. There's no chance Astralis can do anything about it from here.
Very easy. Very, very easy indeed.
I think maybe move T-spawn forward a little bit so you can rotate around the outside of the map faster. I don't know. That's the only thing I noticed with this map that I'm not convinced on. Scenarios on Flat True, they're going to take shots immediately. One Flat True is looking actually pretty solid in this game so far. 6-2 for him.
Well, the Dusk were touching more on Rigon, right? And where has he been? I think he might start warming up into things, and Synopsy's found another. Forget Bad News Eagles, it could be bed and breakfast right now for Astralis. They're just getting absolutely wrecked across the map here. This is a 6-0 start. I know that this map in certain matches can lean quite heavily to the CT bias, but and Synopsy, Farley tasked with dealing with this. Remember, he only has the Galil, so a bit harder on the shots. It won't be the 1 bullet to the head. It won't be any bullets to the head. He's gone and now scampering quickly through Donut. This is not easy.
Not at all. Synopsy flashed off. Big box to protect him, though. He's got the angle on it, sees the shadow, and makes no mistake on Mister, who's going to fall. Again, the advantage heavily now with B&E, and he's delaying. Nade out, tag down to 15. He's going to swing with 15, but that's because he knows Rigon's back into position now, and one Flat True's already finding kills to cut them off. Blamef falls, and this one, I think, is also done. Glaive going to try and rush it, just like the pistol round. Swing this, and they're all going to be there, so he's going to have to be perfect on his first shot. Nails it, gets off of it. Knows they're there. He can hear them now. Tries to line up the second. Problem is, if he goes back the other direction, he gets too far away from the bomb. Doesn't even matter. Scenarii with the shot, and 7-0.
It's kind of annoying the way that they just handled that. You know, when you watch, like, I don't know, 9-year-olds playing football and they're all running after the ball, maybe just an opening pick is the difference maker that they're looking for here. And they're not going to get it this round. Synopsy's found his 5th in the game so far. He's going to double up. Glaive gone as well. If Mr. Flatro looks down, he'll see Blame, but Blame should get the better of him here. There it is, in the side of the body, and they get 1 back, but feels a little bit too late.
I love how we saw that in real time. Third person, he turned around and then looked up and was like, oh, hey, I'll take care of that. Blame's gone and taking care of potentially another round tier. They mentioned on the desk that they played this last at Blast and they took down FaZe. I'm speaking about Astralis, obviously, and the map bang. But I don't know that with Mr. N, like you say, you need him to step up. I'm not sure that this is the greatest situation. And best of ones are difficult for these exact circumstances. You don't get to show depth. You don't get to build into it. You better be spot on the map you're going to end up playing. And remember, it's ban, 2-ban, 3-ban, 2-ban to end up where we are. 16 and 17 and even 18, which I think was a bit too much. Yeah, your sticker money is going to be your predominant source of income because majors are going to be the cycle that you're involved in. Good double from Regani. Starts out with 2. Xyp9x will put him down afterwards as Synopsy looks back toward middle, but he's going to have to cover off a Molotov to hold his positioning, and Farley's going to cover the donut instead. So you might catch Scenario rotating over Farley. But Synopsy's still close, and he knows he can deny the bomb and has the best chance of doing it. With that, M4 goes out, takes the aim, and he does exactly that. Swings out and gets both.
This is a masterpiece. What? It's not a retake. The bomb didn't go down. They denied the bomb going down, but you see that right there. The jumping across from the donut position. He jumps back to the left side for Farley. He's going to be focused the entire time on the peak from the left side. So as soon as Synopsy decides to swing out from the right side, it's where the crosshair wasn't expecting it. And he denies the plant, continues to flush forward. That's a nice shot from Farley short. But this play, fantastic counter-strike from the Eagles here. Just heads-up situations, and I'd be getting fired up as well. This is looking good.
There's not a ton of map scores available for a team like BNE, so when you look at it, Ancient is only their 4th best map percentage-wise, but they only have 2 losses on it, which is the same as Nuke, Mirage, and Inferno. And you're more likely, as I'm just going to talk over this one, because you can all see what's happening.
1 for 3.
You're more likely that you're going to play maps like Nuke, Mirage, and Inferno more. So to say that it's 4th in their pool, but a 5-2 scoreline, you're in the 70% win rate, as with all of the others I mentioned.
Kills, 3 deaths, 2 assists in the mix, and finally trying some mid-pressure here. Mister in their own smoke. BNE will respect this immediately. They'll relinquish control, they'll dip back. Flatro finds another opening. In 12 rounds of play, the Eagles have found 11 opening kills.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. That's actually insane. BlameF's going to get one. Flatro down, though. He catches out the mid-aggression. The smokes have given the position slightly to Astralis. Mister, low HP, still finds the shot. Now we've got something to work with. 4 on 2. So apparently quelling that mid-aggression early was the solution because BNE, yeah, you're right, they had a plan, they backed off, they were willing to give it to them, but it didn't really amount to much. They didn't react and rotate off of it. They ended up taking fights. They lost out on it. Again, Mister's going to find a kill with 8 HP. He now finds a 7th. He does lead the way kill-wise, Chad.
This is the thing, little zoomer on the zoomer map. Same with Vertigo, right? I know that the younger guns...
What we're seeing from Astralis is also concerning me, so it really depends on what we're going to get from Astralis on the CT side as well. On, good shots. Glaive immediately trades, though, so they still have the man advantage. Second op going to come over to the same position as GXX will hit Glaive. It's not enough to take him down, and he still has a headshot angle. Nade getting it out there is tough. Yeah, he doesn't want to overcommit to the peak as a problem, and it's quite easy to clip the walls in that situation. There's a lot of off-angle breaks as well. Synopsy, though, continues to step up. 23 and 4, by the way. In case you were wondering, outrageous scoreline for him right now. 13's the next closest on the team. He's been doing it all, but he's gone now. And what can you possibly expect? However, Glaive's low on HP here. BlameF is looking in the right direction. Flatro steps wide and looked to the low HP player, but didn't anticipate BlameF. So it is going to be 2 now for Astralis on Ancient.
Wasn't a good decision either way for Paul Rigon. Oh, I like this.
I was going to say, that's wallable completely. That is the top of the door. I know it can be dark in some monitors and situations, but yeah, not often you see people go for that shot. He reads the setup very well. Flatro still manages to get 2, though, working back from Cave, and the Molotov in front of Mister delays this ever so slightly. So GXX has time to line up a shot with the AWP. Not going to happen. Mister continues to step it up. 9 kills now for him. Still a long road to Rio if you're down 11-2, and it might be worse. Synopsy, 25 kills now in the half. What a score. And he might find a 26th. And Blame's waiting for a reaction before he even goes near that bomb. He must know that if he swings this, he's got to check the corner. He's got to take the shot. Pre-fire not going to happen. He was looking back to the second pillar. He didn't expect him to be that close at all, and Synopsy's up to 26.
It's just the transition from Synopsy there. Blame, that was in the blind spot, and he didn't consider it, which is... That transition has continued here. Synopsy's been an absolute beast, and looks like there might be some aggression here. Car crash.
Oof. Yeah, head-on collision, but it subsides. Flames down still as the gas burns on the ground, but Flatro, not check, goes for the bomb. Oh, I love it. Doesn't even react to the player jumping in front of him. He knows the deal. He knows what he's got to do. He's got Xyp9x in this one now as well, and he's up to 18 kills. Those two, Synopsy and Flatro, have dominated as we get a no-scope headshot through smoke to close out the half. I think that's the fitting way to end the half, because Bad News Eagles 13-2.
If they do try and execute and he drops the smoke in time, it will be a gray screen.
Zipix, lots of shots in. Sonari. Well, Flatro that's going to get blame after Glave's not done there, though. He wants more in this. GXX. It's another one. Synopsy's not done. This is the advantage. Mister comes around. Good first shot on the re-entrance. Now they have a chance in the 2-on-2. Mister holds. He needs to buy space. They know the Glave's inside of the cave, but they can't deal with both at the same time. It's too spread out, and Rigon tries to isolate using the pillar, but he knows he's going to be pushed. Turns it back, and Astralis will get the pistol.
All right, good stuff, Mister.
Smokes go out. Glaive shots in. Knows they're already at long. They're pushing them off this, though. Have to be careful here. Farley as well can't overcommit to this. Oh, he did. He went in. And who did he run into other than the hot hand of Synopsy, who now has 28 and 6 in 16 rounds. He's getting close to the equal totals of what you'd expect from Electronics. I mean, I guess not expect, but what we saw from Electronics game.
Yeah, that was wild. 41 kills on that Dust 2 match. Just absolutely farming versus Illumina.
21 rounds. Basically 2 kills a round. Shots out. GXX gonna force Flame F back. They've given too much space. They got beat on the call. One Flatro's got Glaive down. Mister's got the only kill. So far, as Synopsy can't land that one, Mister's gonna back off. They have to save. It's 14-3.
Yeah, this one has got that sinking feeling for Astralis. Now, I mentioned what category they're going to find themselves in. This is still the best of ones for both these teams. They find themselves in the 1-1 column at the moment. Both of them beat Eternal Fire. Both of them lost to NIP. So there was a little bit of misplay there from poor Farley, but regardless, that is a nice shot from Synopsy and in towards A. And look at the difference here. When BNE take control, they surge someone straight in. Look how far forward in Temple Rigon is already. Hello, well, I'm in your spawn.
Glaive takes out Rigon. GXX, though, not done here. Still pushing through, so no access back, and Glaive's just trying to find a way to survive, buy time. Doesn't matter, he's just giving GXX more. That pulls one away from the take that donut, though, but one Flatro's not sold by it. He knows what's happening. He just shuts them down. 15-3. Pack it up, pack it in.
We're speedrunning here this morning. See, respectively, also have the Americas back on your screens today as well. So Counter-Strike doesn't stop, and as we move further into the weekend, you're going to get the Asian side of things as well down at PAX in Melbourne. But that's an opening kill, and this is probably the round here. What a performance this has been from the Eagles. I could even start rapping right now. It's a bunch of pistols trying to close things out against ferocious AK-47s, a bomb site that's being conceded. No space, no kills, no nothing. As Flatro maybe trying to give him something. We'll find Blame just around the corner of the smoke. This has been a great performance from the Eagles.
Yeah, absolutely. Good to see another country we don't see often as well. By the way, just to note, I know most people probably are on top of this, but Kosovo is where all except for Rigon are from. So nice to have another nation represented and doing very well. 16-3. Now that looks great for them, and it is. I don't want to take away from it, especially Synopsy. What a performance on Flatro as well. But man, oh man, it also speaks to the problems Astralis have.
Yeah, precisely. You think about Astralis, the legendary organization as far as majors go right now. They've just been dismantled.